Hello and welcome to a Not So Awesome review, and today we're going to be attempting to fix this SH Figuarts Future Trunks action figure. And yeah, so I had this guy for all of a day back when he came out. What is it, like been 3 years or something like that? I literally had him on the same desk he's on right now, and I've had other SH Figuarts figures fall from shelves. I've had some fall from high up shelves, higher than what this table is, and be perfectly fine. Nothing flown off, nothing break off, maybe the head coming off, you know, the faceplate, but nothing serious. They've always been fine. It's only been a couple of times, you know, it's not something I definitely excel in or something I recommend to let your figures fall, especially you know, $60, $70, $80 plus figures. You know, definitely do not let that happen. But this figure was at a, you know, desk level. This is the desk he was on. He fell down, and I guess he just happened to fall down in that sweet spot where his ankle ended up breaking. The peg ended up snapping into, you can see it still sticks on, but yeah, okay. It does come off. It's broken. You can see it can stay on if I push it in. It is possible to kind of rotate a little bit, move back a little bit, but it does kind of just fall off if I move it too far. It's been an inconvenience. It's not the worst inconvenience because I feel like if he broke somewhere else, I don't know where he would have broken, but it would have been more annoying. But it was still annoying enough that I didn't end up doing a review. I did have him posed for a little bit on a shelf, but his ankle did end up falling off randomly every time I wanted to move him around or something, and it's just been annoying ever since. Spent most of his action figure life in his box in my closet because of this, and I figured now's the time to fix him. I'm a little less afraid of messing with figures. I'm a little like more, you know what, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna paint a figure, I'm not gonna buy a second one of it just in case I mess up. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead. So expect more of these kind of videos, you know, painting videos and stuff like that, customizing. But yeah, we're gonna start off here by trying to fix this Trunks. Now, what got me kind of inspired to do this is the Bill Mahoney's channel. He does a lot of action figure fixing. He does a lot of live streams where he repairs figures, mods McFarlane figures, and you know, the dude is really smart. He's really good at problem solving these and kind of just figuring out what to do. So definitely recommend his channel if you want to get some inspiration. Maybe one of his methods will work better than what I'm going to do, because what I'm going to do is a little bit easier. You might even be able to do it yourself if you collect Dragon Ball figures and you have the same issue I have. You might be able to go out, do it right now, because from what I can tell, there are no replacement pegs for the legs. I've tried looking online to see if they sell them. Nothing. I do believe they sell replacement neck pegs, because those do tend to break, and I've heard people say that they do sell those, so that might be an option for you. I'm not sure where they sell those, but if you do know and somebody asks and you see that comment, go ahead and let them know for me. But yeah, they don't actually sell these pegs, and I haven't seen like any 3D printed ones or anything like that. So his way of doing things would involve using my Dremel and putting a screw in here and basically using that as a new peg for here. I thought about doing that, but I don't have a screw the right size. So, you know, it's not the biggest issue. I could just go to like the hardware store in the morning and pick one up and do that. But instead, I decided to give a look at some of the Dragon Star figures I have, because I was hoping maybe I can do a peg swap. You know, I've done this before with a McFarlane figure where a Batman broke and I took the peg off of a different foot from a different Batman, switched it, worked perfectly fine. The other Batman I wasn't too worried about, you know, kind of ruining or whatever you want to say, because cheap figure wasn't my favorite one. The other one was newer, better, harder to get, a little bit more money. So did that. It worked out great. So thought, you know, maybe I can do that with him. Looked into the SH Figuarts Gokus that are cheap, but they use a completely different peg. I looked into the Bodycoon. The Bodycoon I have anyway uses a different peg system on the foot, so those wouldn't work. So thought maybe the Dragon Star series, which is what we're going to be doing today. If you saw the thumbnail and everything, you already know where I'm going with this. So yeah, this won't work with every Dragon Star figure. I'm going to say that right now. This is the Ultra Instinct Goku. You pop the leg off, you can see this is a ball peg, which I want to say is actually what the SH Figuarts Goku has. So yeah, you can't really swap that because it's not going to work. So looked at some other figures. Goku Black actually does have the same hinge joints. So does his, I guess, counterpart at more or less the same figure, slightly different at the boots. But yeah, he does have, if it's possible to see, I don't know, but right in there he does have the hinge. So I was thinking maybe I can take it off one of these figures. Initially, I was going to get my Trunks figure, get him out, and do that, especially because I believe the color would match a little bit better. But my Trunks figure is buried in a different tub. It's in the same tub where I got these, but it's buried under stuff. This one, I kind of just lifted the side of it. Got lucky that the Dragon Ball figures were right there. So, I had this bag right here full of the Build-A-Figure pieces, and I found the, I don't remember her name, Kale Khalifa. I don't remember the fusion name, but found the foot for that Build-A-Figure. And funny enough, the foot off of the, I guess it's the right leg, has already fallen off, and it is the same kind of peg. So, what I'm going to be doing is taking this off and putting it on there and hoping that everything fits perfectly fine. I already tested it before this video to see, and I can get the peg piece that goes on the shoe in there, and it does fit really snug. I actually had to warm it up to take it out to kind of redo this video here. So I'm gonna have to warm this part of the foot up to remove this. Same thing with this one, warm this up to take out the broken peg right there. I was worried at first when I was looking at this, thinking maybe the peg is too, you know, too big. But honestly, I feel like this one might be even bigger, roundness wise anyway. So I want to say this will probably work perfectly fine. If you have the same kind of thing going on with your figure, this might actually be a good option for you. I don't know how much the figures that came with this go for now. I believe it was Trunks and Gohan. Again, the Goku comes with it, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, not Ultra Instinct. So I would say that and Goku Black definitely have it. Probably the Kaioken times 10 Goku, since it's just a repaint of the Super Saiyan Blue Whis uniform one. And maybe Trunks. I can't actually guarantee that. If Trunks does have it, I might go back and take this one out and switch it if the color matches better, so that, you know, when you move his peg forward and back, it's kind of a better color. I could just paint this lime green if I have to. I don't really mind. So yeah, this is a pretty, I guess, cheap part swap that will hopefully work. So again, I'm going to heat this up. I'm going to use a hairdryer, hold it onto it for about 30 seconds. If that doesn't work, do another 30 seconds. And do it while using these, kind of just hold it there so I don't kind of hurt not hurt myself, but burn myself. And then just pull it and it should pop off. I don't think it's going to be an issue. Okay, so as you may have just seen, Trunks' peg actually gave me a lot more work than I thought it was going to. It goes in a lot deeper than the peg over here. So, hoping that won't be too much of an issue. We'll see how that goes. I did have to use a little flat head to kind of help pry it out, and then use these to get it the rest of the way. It did come off from his actual foot here, but it just kind of pops back on. It's not that big of a deal. Once it cools down completely, it should be perfectly fine. So, yeah, we're going to try and pop that on. So, quick little update is I was kind of able to get it in there. It's not the most secure fit. I can definitely pull the peg out of the foot if I wanted to, but not to the point where it's going to be falling off by itself or from moving, you know, gently. It'll definitely still fall off if I'm kind of like a little too rough with the figure, I believe. I haven't tested that out, but it's in there pretty good. I can definitely, like I said, pull it out if I try to. It's not too hard. What I ended up doing it was getting just a little bit of hot glue and gluing it around the very top edge of the peg on the inside of that. So basically, the second part here that should plug into where kind of that is, so it doesn't come out. I added a little bit of hot glue, not too much, just the smallest amount, to add a little bit more friction to make it a little bit of a tighter fit so it's not too loose, because I was able to kind of get it in there. It did pop off a little bit easier, but what really killed it was that it was too loose to the point where this moved side to side and it would fall out. Not fall out, but be way too loose. It wouldn't hold its position. So that's in there. Decent enough. Good enough that I can pose it and take pictures, hopefully. So I'm going to pop on the foot right now, which I should actually just be able to kind of... I can just angle it right. Let me actually do this off camera. And there, was just able to kind of get it in there. Again, not exactly the same color. It's a brighter yellow, so it definitely stands out. But, you know, that is so much better than before. It is in there. I can do the side to side without it falling off. So it's definitely good. I will have to be pushing this in every once in a while if I'm messing with it too much. But, I mean, it's a cheap fix. It's definitely not like the best, most professional thing. I think if I can somehow fix this peg by putting a screw in there, I'll do it. So I may go back to that in the future. Actually, if this wasn't so difficult to take out, I would honestly take out the one from the other leg and cast this piece and just kind of put it back together like that. You know, make a new little peg right there. But I was gonna say actually, maybe if I did it the other way, but no, the peg on this side is a lot skinnier than the peg on this side. I was not expecting the part that goes into his foot to be this long at all. I was actually expecting it to be the same size as that one, but pretty much worked out at the end. It's not perfect, like I said. It can pop off pretty easy like that, but it has the pressure. It can go in, up, side to side, and it's not going to fall off with just gravity. It's not loose to the point where if I twist it, he falls over to the side or whatever. So I'm calling that good enough for me. Anyways, like I said, the figure works perfectly fine now. The yellow is definitely an eyesore, so I'm going to paint that up, try and match the green on there. I don't think that will be too hard to do. So yeah, I hope this video was able to help somebody out there, because I know the feeling of kind of like going through the internet looking for advice, looking for how to do something, and not really being able to find it. So if this could help you fix your figure, I'm happy. I hope at least one person, you know, gets this and is able to fix something they thought they weren't going to be able to. Again, check out Bill Mahoney's channel, linked in the description down below, because he does have other tips and ideas on how to fix things. I actually never have commented on any of his videos, but have definitely watched his live streams, had them on the background, and you know, they're entertaining to listen to. I will try and fix this peg in the future, probably. I'm going to keep it in the box. I'm not going to throw it away. I do actually have the other end of this peg, too. So, the other way to fix that, which might actually work better for this one instead of using a screw, is he does use little wall hangers and screws it into this end, and then drills the hole through the broken peg, and you screw that end in, you add the glue, and you're basically fusing the pieces together, but the screw part is going to hold it together better. So I might actually try to do that, and if that works out fine, I'll be putting that peg on instead of this yellow one. But for now, I'm happy with it. It's definitely working way better than I thought it would ever work. I really thought I would have to rebuy this in the future or something to be happy with it. But yeah, I'm fine with this. So again, if this helped you out, I'm glad. And really have nothing else to say. I will be doing more kind of customizing videos, not repair videos or anything like that, because, well, hopefully I won't have many, or if not any more at all, broken figures to fix. If I do, I'll try to, but not something I'm hoping happens, especially anytime soon. But definitely customizing things coming soon to the channel, and just gonna change a few things up. Definitely get bored with the format every once in a while. It happens. I, go on and off with this channel a lot, so coming up, hopefully some of that stuff, hopefully a better angle and everything. I'm still working on this kind of setup here, but anyways, that is the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A review is coming soon, a little bit of preview of who it might be, and yeah, I'm actually really excited for that video, because I'm really excited for that figure, but that'll be hopefully later this week. Anyways, once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.